Very interesting and incredible. France's most celebrated flying saucer sighting. On the afternoon of the 8th of January, Renato Nicolai had what can only be described as a close encounter with a UFO. Monsieur Nicolai's account. It was about 5 p.m. My attention was attracted by a slight noise, a sort of faint whistling. I turned around and saw a device in the air at the height of a big pine tree at the edge of the property. This device, which was not spinning, was coming lower toward the ground. I was only hearing a slight whistling sound. I was not seeing any flames, either below or around this device. While it was continuing to come down, I went closer by walking towards the stone cabin above my house. When I placed myself against the wall of the cabin, I could see very well over the roof, since this cabin too is built over a raised level. I was on the higher level, about 1.2 meters from the roof. From that position, I clearly saw the device resting on the ground. Right away it lifted off, still emitting a slight whistling sound. Reaching a point above the trees, it left at high speed toward the forest of Trans, that is, towards the northeast. When the device lifted off, I saw 4 openings below, through which neither flame nor smoke were escaping. The device kicked off a little dust when it left the ground. At that instant, I was about 30 m away from the landing site. Later I went to the spot and I noticed a circle about 2 m in diameter. At certain places along the circumference of the circle were traces like abrasions. The device had the shape of 2 saucers, one inverted on top of the other. It must have measured about 1.5 m in height. It was the color of lead. This device had a ridge all the way around its circumference. Under the machine I saw 2 kinds of pieces as it was lifting off. They could be reactors. There were also 2 other circles which looked like trapdoors. The 2 reactors, or feet, extended about 20 centimeters below the body of the machine. Sounds like your typical 1950s style flying saucer. The retired farmer went on to have a modest movie career, appearing, as himself, in a trio of documentaries made for French and international TV, including Monde et Mystères, 1995, Les Chercheurs d'Ovnis, 1996, and Out of the Blue, 2003. Unlike most sightings, Nicolai's flying saucer left physical traces. Investigators found scorched earth and marks that seemed to show that a heavy object had compressed the ground where the farmer had seen the object touch down. A 2-year investigation came up with no convincing explanation. We let the audience to decide is true or not. This is very interesting and incredible.